Rory Show, everybody. Let's hear it for Rory Show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to introduce someone very special to me, my pianist, my greatest pianist, the yin to my yang, my greatest asset to my greatest friend, Mr. Mark Erenstoft. Now, oh, there we go. I knew there'd be music eventually. I'm really, really happy to have everybody here this evening. Every single one of you. I will thank you all personally, with handwritten notes. Welcome everybody. Welcome. Now, I hope you don't mind. I normally ask the people in the front row some questions, but it looks like I'm going to have to dig a little deeper for this one. Now, sometimes you just go out from the audience and just drawn to people. You think they're absolutely gorgeous and magnetic, and then you just see a redhead and you realize, oh my goodness, everybody who I thought was gorgeous and magnetic before is not actually gorgeous and magnetic now in comparison. Oh. Now, pardon me, is it okay if I ask you a personal question?
Absolutely.
What city are you from?
I'm from Boston.
Boston? Oh, I love Boston. Now, I remember when me and the cast of Pippin, Rory was there as well, we all had box seats at Fenway Park. We didn't actually understand baseball. We just kind of said, oh goodness, look at all those people chasing balls. And all those Boston people were so mad at us. Of course, we were all wearing Yankee hats, and yes, they were yelling at us and throwing things, oh my goodness. I went down to Fenway Park, almost got in a fight, but thank you all for coming here. Glad you're here tonight. Oh, hello there. Is it okay if I ask you a very, very extremely personal question? Is it all right? Okay. What's your name, if I might ask? Clarissa. Now, do I succumb to the temptation to say that you're going to explain everything to me? No, I can see in your eyes. You have that, don't make that joke, I've heard it 1,000 times. Look. Now, pardon me, Clarissa. Might I ask, what was the very first car you ever drove? A Honda Civic, a very practical car. I used to drive a Honda Civic back. Before I had my big break, I drove it all over Los Angeles looking for jobs. One day I ran out of gas. It was terrible. I had to walk 1.5 miles to the nearest gas station. It was terrible. Driving in my practical car, stopping at a light, but I could make it out. I'm glad you're here tonight. Let me make my way through the crowd. Excuse me. I have to get to everyone. Oh, pardon me. You just sitting there. You have a look about you that says, I'm shy, but if you ask me questions, I will totally open up to you. So, if I might ask a question, what is the name of somebody who broke your heart terribly? Just the first name.
Muffin.
Muffin. Now, was Muffin a boyfriend or a pet?
Cat.
Oh, a cat. I have a cat. Your cats can really break your heart. You know, you think that they love you, but they don't. They just stare at you with their claws and their judgment. I have a cat named Sergeant Pepper. He's as black as night. Glad you all could make it here. Thank you for coming tonight. Wait, we got a bridge, Lord. We're gonna do a bridge. Hey, driving in my Civic down California way. Hope that I don't run out of this today. it's not always peaches and cream, not always a bowl of cherries. Sometimes you have problems. Some deep, profound problems. Now, you look like a man who's had a problem or two, is that right?
No, never.
Never? Oh. You are a lucky man. You are the opposite. You are the opposite of JC. You've got zero problems. Now, you might have a problem or two in your whole life.
In my life.
Okay, so what's your name, if I might ask?
Annie.
Annie. What's one kind of problem you've had in your life?
I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life.
Me too! Oh my goodness! I had the very same problem. You see, I wasn't always the great Broadway star of stage and screen that you see before you today, no. There was a time when I was studying geology at the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque. Thank you. Go fighting rocks. I would sit and stare at rock formations and say, hey, are you metamorphic? Are you igneous? And then I said, what the heck am I doing with my life? I don't know what to do. I love to sing, I love to dance, I love to entertain, but surely one can never make a living at that. Well, I was very sad for a long time, trying to decide which way was it going to be. Was it going to be geology? Or was it going to be the Great White Way? Now, fortunately, they made a song about indecisions and difficult decisions like this. Now, if you play me in, Mark, I'd appreciate it. That's beautiful. I love this melody. Look at this rock. What does it say? Looking at this rock, I feel my life melting away. Taking a test, going to school. But I'm the only one who loves Les Mis, and other kids, they can be so cruel. What do I do? What do I do? Don't you know it's hard to have your life laid out in two separate paths in front of you? Sleep in the dorm, make love with a girl. But then I wonder, what am I meant to be in this world? What do I do? What do I do? It's so hard to have your life planted in two separate paths, one trodden, one not. They're right in front of you. Do I go to Broadway, stand in the chorus line, or do I stay here studying rocks, the igneous, the metamorphic, the sedimentary? Hey, look, it's a piece of limestone. Drop out of school, tell the bursar goodbye. See you later, Albuquerque, I gotta fly. Ain't no one gonna keep me down, 'cause I know what I'll do. Yes, I know what I'll do. 'Cause I see two kind of wraps it up for you, but it was not quite so easy as that song might make it seem. See, I was sitting alone in Albuquerque. I remember distinctly sitting in my dorm, and just when you look out, you can see for miles and miles around, all the way out to giant mountains in the far distance, and you can see a storm coming. And I saw that storm coming, and I realized that maybe the storm. You know where I'm going with this, Mark?
I have no idea. Yeah.
Maybe the storm is the storm of my life. Don't act like we didn't rehearse this intensely, Mark. But you know, every single time that something bad happens to you, you realize that maybe there's something a little deeper inside. And then, it was amazing. It was like a bolt out of the blue. It was my storm. A touring company of promises came to Albuquerque, New Mexico. I waited for 6 hours for tickets. It was totally unnecessary for me to do so, but still I waited just the same. And then, while waiting outside, the famous Broadway composer, not the guy who wrote Promises, but the other, now I'm totally crazy, I'm totally blank. What was his name? That famous Broadway composer who wrote those hit songs. He was wonderful. Andrew Lloyd Webber, yes! Gosh, how can I forget him? Andrew Lloyd Webber came to me and said, "Great Sean." I don't know why he sounds like Sean Connery. He said, Hey sir, why are you looking so down in the dumps? I'm Sir Andrew Lloyd Webber. And I said, because I don't know what I want to do with my life. And he said, you want to know something? I didn't know either. But then I followed my heart. That sounds nothing like Andrew Lloyd Webber. Why am I talking like that? But then, as if inspired by my plight, Sir Andrew wrote this wonderful group number for the finale of Act 1 of Phantom. Now, it wasn't actually used in the show. You know how these things are. They cut songs out, they add songs in. But now, this group's songs were written specifically for me, so it's always had a very special place in my heart. Now, since I'm only one person, it's really difficult for me to sing all the parts, but I'm going to try. So this is the original, very rare Act 1 finale of Phantom, written just for It seems I overestimated their enmity. Oh, phantom of the opera, why can't we be friends? You're actually quite talented, my friend. I'm really sorry about all those notes I wrote. It's okay, I know you have my very best interests at heart. Let's put on an opera. Come on, triumphant. No, actually, whatever you want is actually okay. No! I think your opera is actually quite good. And theater's a collaborative art. We are all friends. We are all friends. Oh, crap. I forgot. I cut the rope of the chandelier. It's about to fall onto everyone here. Pardon me. I've got to go. I've got a 3:15 appointment, you know. Why did he run? 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 I thought we did as good as we possibly could be. Why did he run? I cannot. Oh, Christine dying. I That was a really, that works so well in the context of the show. Having Christine die immediately in Act 1, at the end of Act 1, really made Act 2 kind of not so great. So he ended up cutting that number, but it's always held a very special place in my heart. Now, after I basked in the afterglow of meeting with the very one and only Sir Andrew Lloyd Webber, I began to doubt myself, like you do, you know. You think, oh, maybe there was just this one thing. There was this one wonderful thing. I met this person and all of a sudden I'm jazzed and I'm going to go to New York and I'm going to be an actor. But then you don't know. You think, oh, maybe Andrew Lloyd Webber was just, maybe he just liked me because I was drunk. Or maybe he was just, you know, maybe he was just into me, you know. I mean, I know he's not gay, but I mean, he's a theater guy, so maybe you never know with those guys. So then I went back to my dorm, and I started to feel frustrated. Now, you've all felt frustrated now and again. Is it okay if I ask you a personal question? Have you ever felt frustrated about something?
Yes.
Oh, could you tell me what it was you felt frustrated about?
I felt sexually frustrated.
Me too! Oh my goodness. I felt terribly, terribly sexually frustrated. See, Sir Andrew is so magnetic that I was just drawn to him in a very sexual... I mean, you look at him on TV and he has kind of a prune face and you're like, oh God, why, Marty, why? But there's just something magnetic about him when he's there and in your presence saying, oi, I love... Why do I keep sounding like that? I don't know. Then I began to feel very despondent and depressed. And I had... Now, people have been writing songs about sexual frustration since time immemorial, but this blues number in particular is actually one of my very favorites. I'm glad Mr. Erenstoft plays it so well. What are you laughing at? You don't think you play it well? For this musician. You look at the clock, it's 9:30. I got thoughts and they're all dirty. I'm looking for some love tonight. Look at my watch, it's even later. Feel my lust is growing greater. So call my friend, I'll make that booty call. I got the blues, sex frustration blues. I got the ain't getting on frustrated blues. I got the blues, sex frustrated blues. I ain't getting no sun, but the sexually frustrated blues. I just know if I step on it, it's gonna fall over. They're gonna kill me when they find out I did that. Waiting for a glass of water. Find it's 9 p.m. I call anyone for some loving now. I even call Dorothy's Auntie M. Because I got the blues, sexually frustrated blues. When it comes to loving, I can't help but lose. I got the sexually frustrated blues. Ain't nobody calling me. Ain't nobody balling me. Ain't nobody bottling me in my tender place. If sex is so race you can lose, I think I cannot choose. I'm gonna come in 30th place. Gonna take a cold shower. Then gonna look at some porn on the internet. Then I'm gonna make a mess out of one of my old socks. Cause I got sexually frustrated blues. This microphone looks so hot right now. Sexually frustrated blues. But you see, everyone in college has to get their yayas out, you know what I mean? Even geology students. You ever tried looking at a rock and saying, hey, you sexually excite me? You don't really do that. Well, actually, some igneous rocks are really hot. Feldspar. Feldspar, I believe, is the sexiest rock. But you see, after getting my yayas out and, well, I'll be frank. You know, I came here to be frank, tossing one off to a photo from Phantom of the Opera. I realized that I had to get out of there. I had to go somewhere. I had to take charge of my life. Excuse me. It's okay if I ask you a question, sir. What is a city that's very important to you?
Dallas.
Dallas! Oh my gosh, yes. See, I'd taken the plane from Albuquerque and had a layover in Dallas because I couldn't afford a direct flight back then. And then I was at the airport and everything in Dallas just gleams. Well, I don't know if it's Dallas or Fort Worth or Arlington. It's kind of a big tri-state area, but we'll try area. And then, but I was looking out at the gleaming skyline of downtown Dallas, and I said, you know what? Mr. Marty Feldstein, you're on your way. Getting on that plane to Dallas, Texas. Gonna be there when I see that giant star. It's the yellow rose of Texas, and it's saying, here you are. Gonna throw away my little beret. Gonna put on a 10-gallon hat. Gonna get some boots with stirrups on them, and I'm gonna get real fat. Hey, look, here I am. Hey, look, here's where I was meant to be. In Dallas, Texas, Dallas, Texas, Dallas, Texas, that's where I'm meant to be. Gonna eat me some Tex-Mex. Gonna watch a Cowboys game. Gonna hang out in Austin. I hear everyone is kinda lame over there. I'm gonna buy me a giant Smith & Wesson. And if anyone messes with Texas, I'll teach them a lesson. Oh yes, here's where I'm meant to be. In Dallas, Texas. In Dallas, Texas. I'm gonna get me a lassie. In Dallas, Texas. In Dallas, Texas. Oh, it's the town for me and for you. But what if everyone says, hey, you're just an empty cowboy hat? And what if everyone says, get out of here in 10 seconds flat? But that's not what they'll say, because Texas is the place where everyone's so accepting, and everyone is so warm, and nothing can come to me. Nothing harmful will come to me. In Dallas, Texas, in Dallas, Texas, in Dallas, Texas, in Dallas, Texas, that's where I was meant to be. Yes, Dallas, Texas, Dallas, Texas. That's where a man can be free. Yeah! Thank you so much. And then I was in the airport at Dallas, and then I took the next plane, and I arrived in New York City, and then I auditioned for my first show, and I didn't get it. Then I auditioned for another show, and I still didn't get it. Then I auditioned for another show, and I still didn't get that. I was living in a teeny apartment, but you know what? I was happy, and eventually I started getting it, and I started doing it, and it was the most wonderful feeling in the world, and my right mind stopped. So, what makes you happy? One thing. Food. Oh, food makes me wonderfully happy. What makes you happy?
Weed.
Weed. Oh my gosh, I love the weed. Food and weed, usually they go together in reverse order. And what makes you happy?
Magazines.
Magazines. Food, weed, and magazines. Oh. Hey, look at that magazine. I think it's the High Times. I'm so glad I'm in New York where no one can make me a crime. 'Cause I'm happy. Yes, I'm happy. Nothing can wipe this smile off my face. What's something that makes you happy? Wine. Oh, I love wine. What's something that makes you happy?
Oral sex.
Oral sex. Yeah, giving or receiving?
Both.
Oh, yes, you like that, yeah. There's nothing else to ask. I'm feeling really great was gonna take me a glass of vino. And pardon me if I go down on you, you had Dino. I don't even care, 'cause I like your underwear. It makes me so damn happy to be here today. Oh, because I'm happy. Yes, I'm happy. I think we'll even do a 69 because I'm happy. Yes, I'm happy. You can even invite a friend. I think I've had just enough wine. What makes you happy?
Cats.
Cats. I love cats. I love the musical and the animals. What makes you happy?
Comic books.
Cats and comic books. Yes. I'm Erenstoft. What makes you happy?
Jason Specland.
Jason Specland. Who the hell is that guy? Oh, look at this comic book. I pull it right out of my file. Open it up, I see my favorite character. Hey, look, it's Selena Kyle. That's Cal. And hey, who's this guy? I think he's everybody's friend. I'm Marty Feldstein. I don't know who this guy is, but I heard his name is Jason Specland because I'm happy. Yes, I'm happy. Check out this comic book, made from the box. Oh, because I'm happy. Yes, I'm happy. You know what makes me happy? A little schmear and bagels and lox. That's right, a little schmear and bagels and lox. A little schmear and bagels and lox. A little schmear and the bagels and lox. A little schmear and the bagels and lox. I'm very Jewish. A little schmear and the bagels and lox. 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 And also eating out. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming out. I'm Marty Feldstein. This is Mr. Mark Erenstoft. Thank you to Mr. Rory Show. And thank you for everyone who came out here tonight. There are literally thousands of you, but I promise I will all write you a personalized letter. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody. Good night. I love you all. Good night. Good night, everyone. Why'd you turn the lights up for? Good night. Good night. I love you. Keep playing, Mark. Oh, I couldn't. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Keep playing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. There'll be somebody holding a bucket for BCEFA in the lobby. Thank you. Good night. Good night.
Oh, here we go.